I've never done an American Idol vlog, not that I can remember anyway, so I think it's time I did. And the reason why is mainly because Constantine's version of my all-time favorite song, which was Unchained Melody, was so moving. I mean, it moved me to actually buy it last night off iTunes. And then this morning I listened to it over and over and over again, and I've been listening to it over and over and over again since I've had it. And even though there's a couple things on a professional level that kind of bugs me, the song rocks. I've always felt like in my head there's someone on the other end of that song. I just don't know who it is for me. But weird or what, they had Iggy Pop on. Now, let me tell you a story about it. Iggy Pop. I was never really into him, although I did get a kick out of him last night. But I was curious about him because I love David Bowie, and David Bowie had a lot of respect for him, or at least hung with him, or seemed to like him a lot. And so one night in Rochester, when I was living back there, Iggy Pop was scheduled to play at this club called the Penny Arcade. And it was like almost midnight, and the guy hadn't shown up yet. So I went to the booking agent who was hanging out at the bar, and I said, "What's the deal here?" And he says, "He's not going to show up. He's sick." I said, "Oh, you just tell me where he is. Do you want me to go get him?" He's like, he told me what hotel and what the room number was, and I drove downtown, and I, knocked on the door, and I told him how many people are waiting for him, and the club was sold out, and he really needed to get down there and do the show. And I don't know if he really was sick or if he was just stoned or drunk or whatever. But I got him down there. I did get a kick out of him last night, although I couldn't help thinking of that movie Love Actually, the rocker who kept doing Love Is All Around Me. I can't think of the actor's name, and the night before on American Idol, there was in the audience Todd Rundgren, and it was just like, Todd Rundgren. I love Todd. Another story for a lot of people who don't know, he was probably there as a guest of Steven Tyler because Liv Tyler, who is Steven Tyler's daughter, actually grew up thinking that Todd Rundgren was her father because Liv's mother had been with Steve Tyler, but moved on and was now with Todd Rundgren, and Todd Rundgren raised her as his daughter. And when she started going to like Aerosmith shows and seeing the resemblance, it's just kind of like, wow, I kind of have his legs. When those types of things happen, when everything kind of comes together to conspire to make me happy or bring me joy or surprise me, I think of it as a gift from the universe. And I'm ever so grateful. And the 2 nights of American Idol were like that for me. Todd Rundgren the one night, and then even though Iggy Pop's not my deal, Iggy Pop was probably the closest they could get to David Bowie. And then this beautiful song. Gratitude is such a great energy. It is the most powerful magic we have to work with. I can't say enough about gratitude. And that's why I love Michael Jackson. He was so grateful to God, to his mom, to his fans, for his talent. I think that's why it all worked for him.